Hi.
Hey, man.
How you doing? I'm going to Brooklyn.
Whereabouts?
Kane and Henry Street.
Kane and Henry?
Yeah.
Sure, man.
Thanks.
So how's your night?
It was good. I just went out to talk with some people.
What do you do?
I build gardens.
Oh, no kidding?
Yeah.
Right on. How'd you ever get into that?
I've been doing it since I was like 14, and I live in Tanzania half the year every year.
You live in Tanzania half of the year?
Well, I lived with a Bushman in Tanzania for 6 years, off and on.
You lived in the bush?
Yeah, off and on. I'd go live with him for 7 months.
What was that like?
It was amazing. That's like living, Stone Age world. It was wild. I mean, the Bushmen are like, they share everything. They totally live in the moment.
That had to have been some sort of a shock for you.
Yeah, I remember when I first went to Africa, I didn't even want to walk into the grass or anything. I was in like a nice expatriate's home. And, 5 years later, I'm running around my underwear with bow and arrow through the deepest bush. You just get over your fears really quick.
So how do you get food?
We hunt for it.
What do you hunt for?
Anything. You could come across like impala or swallow, which are these deer-like animals. Or you could come across a leopard, or you could come across eggs in a tree.
Bird eggs in a tree?
Yeah, bird eggs. Sometimes we'd come in these valleys, there'd be thousands of bird eggs in nests, and these guys, we'd camp there, and these guys would just eat. And when they eat everything. There's no sense of, they don't conserve anything, They'll just, if they kill a big animal, the whole tribe will come and they'll eat for, they'll just keep eating and eating and eating. Sometimes for 3 days straight, they rest
Holy
here and there.
shit.
And then, because there's other days they don't eat.
Like at all?
At all, yeah.
So like, what was the most dangerous time out there? Well, or like the scariest?
I mean, I've been hit by a poison arrow, hunting, and usually you can die in 2 or 3 minutes.
Holy shit.
So I thought I was dead.
How the fuck did that happen?
We were hunting, we were going after an animal called dik-dik, and we were chasing it, and I jumped, I was with these hunters, we were both running, and one of the hunters was carrying his arrows, and we turned after the dik-dik, and the arrow went in my leg.
Oh shit.
He didn't mean to. And I was like, I'm dead.
Holy shit.
And they're like, what? And I'm like, I just got hit with the poison arrow. And they didn't phase them. They just pulled down their pants and started peeing in the wound.
Oh my gosh.
And
so what was going through your mind?
So I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, suma me toko hamnashida means the poison's going to leave, the poison's going to leave. So this type of poison is removed by urine.
Fuck.
So I was only concerned that I was going to die. It was wild. I mean, the Bushmen, they totally live in the moment. And I just learned that people are the same everywhere. They love chasing women.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they love, it's just the same thing goes on there as it goes on here, but it just goes on in a natural environment.
So what were the bush women like?
They were great. They were very beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, very beautiful. They don't know how to kiss and stuff. You have to
They don't know how to kiss?
No, they don't do that. A lot of tribal people, they don't kiss. Just straight to the gusto.
Really?
And sex is no big deal. It's like sweeping the floor or something. I was with these guys. I mean, I was living with them for a year walking around with a bow and arrow. And I was like, they were great friends. And these people, there's not a white-black thing going on there. It's like if they get familiar with you and you live with them, they accept you. And so we're running around, going on these journeys, sleeping under trees. Suddenly 5 beautiful bush girls walk by. We run around, walk with them, and play and have
no
a good
shit.
time. Yeah, it's very interesting. Some girls are really, just like here. Some girls are really shy. Other girls are really crazy, excited to try something new. They're like wild people. They're like anything goes. Sure,
Did you ever have feelings for any of them?
For all of them, I like them. Never love feelings, no. But love is a different concept there. It's more.
What do you mean?
Security, really, with a lot of the bush women. They'll stay with a guy forever if he's bringing home meat and taking care of him. If he doesn't come home, for 2 weeks or something, they'll go with someone else.
Really? That's interesting. What was it like when you arrived, your first day there?
My first hour in Africa, I was hijacked by Somalian bandits. That was scary.
What happened with the Somalian
The Somalian bandits was like 9 in the morning. I just arrived into Nairobi, and like they just pulled along the bus. So they were policemen. So the bus driver pulled the car over, and they got out of their car, jumped on the bus, knocked the bus driver out. You know, one guy was shouting at us saying, "Give us everything. If you don't give us something, we find like money or anything on you, we'll kill you." It was an hour after I got off the plane. Suddenly there's a machine gun to my head.
Holy shit.
So the next day I called my dad because I didn't have any money or anything, and you know, I tell him that I was hijacked, and he says, "Well, what do you think?" I said, "Dad, that was the best day of my life."
Jesus Christ.
You know, I was so excited. It was like,
why
so
on
much,
earth did you say that?
Well, because it was just so much excitement. I never had that kind of excitement, so it was pretty wild.
Fuck.